My first video, actually part 2 of that 99 red balloons video, had a copyright claim against it. So I took it down and I decided to remake that using the parts of the original video, and add more information so I can help to connect the dots and really try and piece together what I'm talking about when I say there's going to be destruction in New York City, and the 99 red balloon song and the red balloon flower sculpture in New York City are kind of alarm bells for you to pay attention to, whether you realize it or not. In order for a one world government to come to be, there has to be some chaos so that there's the least amount of resistance with the people. Okay, it has to be a massive scale chaos, some kind of massive destruction where the people are afraid and they welcome it because they don't realize what's really happening, which is, most people don't know what's going on in the world today. When the Twin Towers came down, what really came from that? Okay, I just want you to keep this in the back of your mind. I'm trying to piece all this together for you and explain. Just look at it with a new pair of eyes, okay? Who benefited from the attacks on 9/11 and what has come to be as a result of that? We've gone to war. We've got the Patriot Act. We're spying on Americans, and we're letting immigrants in, and we're not really vetting them. And this isn't anything against any group of people whatsoever. I'm just trying to point out how screwed up that is. It makes no sense, okay? And the people that are being targeted with the Patriot Act fall in certain categories, and you can go look that up. Gun owners, Christians, people who are conspiracy theorists, people who prep, on and on and on. Just keep that in mind, and I'm going to start this little bit, and I want you to pay attention to George Bush Sr., and one of these New World Order speeches was given exactly 10 years before the Twin Towers came down, exactly 10 years to the day. And in one of the older ones, as in the newer ones that he did, he just has this look on his face like, I've been patient for a long time, and we've all been patient, and it's coming. I just want you to just consider it. I've always got that creepy feeling about that video, so here you go.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order can emerge, a new era, freer from the threat of terror, stronger in the pursuit of justice, and more secure in the quest for peace. An era in which the nations of the world, east and west, north and south, can prosper and live in harmony. 100 generations have searched for this elusive path to peace, while 1,000 wars raged across the span of human endeavor. And today that new world is struggling to be born. A world quite different from the one we've known. A world where the rule of law supplants the rule of the jungle. A world in which nations recognize the shared responsibility for freedom and justice. A world where the strong respect the rights of the weak. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order. An order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders. What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law. Such is a world worthy of our struggle and worthy of our children's future. Now we can see a new world coming into view. A world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order. In the words of Winston Churchill, a world order in which the principles of justice and fair play protect the weak against the strong. A world where the United Nations, freed from Cold War stalemate, is poised to fulfill the historic vision of its founders.
All right, so the next thing I'd like to show you, I have to close windows as I go because I have an awful lot open. And it's taking a little time, but I want you to see that 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3 states, "For when they shall say peace and safety," or sometimes it says peace and security, "then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Okay, this is part of me trying to explain that these plans have been in the works for a long time, and so I also wanted to say that he basically told you the UN is going to be a big part of ushering in the one world government, the new world order, and they're all about peacekeeping. Pay attention to that. Keep it in the back of your mind. Continue with Junior.
Is rare in history. As I begin, with a simple oath, we affirm old traditions and make new beginnings. The American story, a story of flawed and fallible people. Many in our country do not know the pain of poverty, but we can listen to those who do. If we permit our economy to drift in decline, the vulnerable will suffer most. We must follow no other course. Every child must be taught these principles. Every citizen must uphold them. Now it is a seed upon the wind, taking root in many nations. In a time of peace, the stakes of our debates appear small. But the stakes for America are never small. The enemies of liberty in our country should make no mistake. Our national courage has been clear in times of depression and war, when defeating common dangers define our common good. We will confront weapons of mass destruction. We will build our defenses beyond challenge, lest weakness invite challenge. When we see that wounded traveler on the road to Jericho, we will not pass to the other side. We know the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Do you not think an angel rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm? This work continues. The story goes on. And an angel still rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm. God bless you all. And God bless America. The peaceful transfer.
Okay, did you hear that? He's telling you an angel rides in the whirlwind and directs the storm. He's telling you nothing happens by accident or as a coincidence. It's all planned. It's on purpose. It's part of a plan. Really listen to that part. If you have to go back and listen to it again, it's important. He's letting you know it's all part of a plan.